All right, everyone, it is time for our second week of recorder review here on our virtual music from Mr. Walker's backyard. So we're going to review what we did last week. If you do not have your recorder, please go and grab that now, pause the video, and then come back to me. I'm going to go ahead and get this one out. So here I've got my recorder, and let's review our notes. Now remember, last week we reviewed the ones that we've been working on for a while, and those are B. So you've got your treble clef, that middle line, anytime it's on the third line, that's a B. And we play a B by using our left hand. Thumb is covering the back hole, first finger is covering the front hole, the top hole, and we breathe gently. Don't blow too hard or it'll squeak. Make sure your holes are completely covered or it'll squeak. Those are the two things you need to look out for. So there's the B, review that. A is the second space and the treble clef. And to play an A, of course, thumb in the back, first two fingers covering the holes. Remember, you breathe gently. And our third note that is a review for us is G. Remember, second line and the treble clef is always a G. Now to play a G, you have three holes covered. Now I know my right hand is holding this, but your right hand really should be holding the recorder, right? So I'm gonna attempt to still have the G up. No, that's not gonna work. I'm gonna put the G down there. And your thumb holds the recorder like this, but none of these fingers do anything. It just holds the recorder. Okay, so we've got 1, 2, 3 completely covered. Okay, and using those three notes, we can play songs. Now last week we learned those, or we reviewed those, and hopefully you played along with the videos from Mr. Erdogan with a lot of the songs that he has for you. Well, this week we're going to add two notes. Some of you have already done this, so you're ahead of the game, and that's okay. Feel free to go ahead and learn more and explore on your recorder. We're going to go to the E. Now the E is the first line on the treble clef, the bottom line. That's always the E. Okay, so how we play an E, I'm going to have to put this down here, but we play our G, 1, 2, 3, remember the thumb hole is covered too, and then we take these two fingers, 1, 2, cover the next two holes. So we have all 5 holes covered, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Don't use any other strange fingerings, don't do this or anything like that. It's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Okay, and your thumb is back there holding the recorder. So this is what it should look like. And look how my fingers are flat. Not up like this where you're using the tips, but flat. Almost like they're laying down, taking a nap across the holes. Now as you play your E, you need to put very little breath into it, because the more holes you cover, the less breath it needs. Remember, we do not blow into the recorder. We breathe gently. So we're going to breathe very little breath. It's going to go like this. Okay, so E, remember, bottom line, 5 holes covered plus the back. Now you can go like this. You can go E, G, E, E, G. I'm going to play that, and then I want you to echo me. 1, 2, here we go. 1, 2, now you play. E, G, E, E, G. Okay, and you can experiment with different notes, playing different rhythms, E, G, A, E, A, B. You could do all kinds of different patterns and combinations with those notes. So you can explore those. Also, the next note we're going to learn today is D. Now you'll see D is a little bit different than all the others, and that's because it is underneath the staff. So the staff are the 5 lines here, and all of the notes we've learned are on the staff somewhere, either on a line or a space. Well, D is different because it's underneath the staff. It's not actually on it. So you just kind of have to memorize that one. So that if you're in a treble clef, right here, that funny looking thing, then the note right under the staff is always the letter D. Okay, so let's play the D. Now D, you're going to cover everything up like you did for E. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Go ahead and do that. You've got these 2 fingers left right here. Now D, you're simply going to put your ring finger down right there. Now you'll notice, I don't know if you'll be able to see, but you can see on your recorder, you have 2 holes there, one big one, one small one. Make sure both those are covered. So you lay your finger down flat like the others. Remember, not tips, but flat. And because we're covering yet another hole, we're going to breathe very, very gently, very little air. Keep your pinky up like you're having tea with the queen. You're very, very fancy. And actually, both pinkies are up. And we're going to play a D. Very little breath. It sounds like this. Go ahead and try it. Let's do it together. Okay. Now, I'm going to play a D and an E and a D and an E, and then I want you to play it with me. Echo me. Ready? Your turn. Here we go. D, E, D, E. Now you notice at one point I kind of squeaked there, and I think it's because I put a little too much air into my recorder to play the D. You have to really concentrate on not putting a lot of air in. So that's how you play a D and an E. And there are some songs on Mr. Erdogan's videos for this week that use D and an E. And so I want you to work on those this week. Send me videos, pictures of you playing those songs, and I would love to hear from you. Have a wonderful week, everybody, and I'll see you again next time. Bye.